Already, I do believe we are live. Sorry about that. Greetings, Guardians, and welcome to another episode of Tired Place Destiny. Where today, I know I'm an hour late. There's a lot of kitchen construction going on, and yeah. Today, launched the season finale of Season of the Seraph. The Season of the Seraph, or season? Yeah, Seraph. Last time I played, I did a lot of Lost Sector grinding. And before that was weeks, maybe, of Warframe instead of Destiny. Because I believe week 8 was the last time we had a seasonal development. It is currently week 11. So, yeah. I have seen minimal spoilers about the season finale. I say minimal because I have seen some, unfortunately. Luckily without context, I mean jack shit. But, for the love of God, tag your spoilers, folks. Anyways. Some of the most popular items on the 30th anniversary celebration are returning to the end of season 19. Check on the reverse store page. Okay, whatever. That's an announcement about the Mandarin translation for Lightfall being available. And here we go. Last time, Rasputin introduced that we wouldn't be able to defeat Seraph with just war. Accounts between Morozov, Empress Keitel, Mithrax, Zavala, I believe Ikora was also there, Anna, Elsie, I don't remember if Eris was there. Rasputin was represented but not there, which I found weird, but well. After Mara basically said, you won't be able to fight the Hive God of War on her own turf. Rasputin had a minor existential crisis. Ah. Hello, Yellow Jackets.
Rasputin, you can't be serious.
We have no other options. Aramis has breached the Warsat network security protocols. Soon, our most dangerous weapon will be in our enemy's hands. Once she issues the command to fire, not even I will be able to stop it. Our only choice will be to destroy the Warsats. All of them.
The only way to do that is...
Yes. Once I am uploaded to the orbital station, you must activate my self-destruct sequence.
No! There must be another way.
I have run trillions of combat simulations. They all end with the same result. My mere existence places humanity in danger. All that I am, every protocol, every line of code, must be erased forever. I must die, so others may live.
I won't let you sacrifice yourself.
I know. Clovis built me to be a weapon, to destroy my designated targets. But you taught me to be something more. A shield, a protector, a guardian. He gave me form, he gave me function. But you gave me purpose. Please help me fulfill that purpose now. Let me save humanity.
I just got you back. Now I have to say goodbye.
I've always been with you, Anna. And I always will be.
Hey, guys. Sorry I'm late. Was busy running some Lost Sectors. What the fuck is going on?
We have no time to waste. Aramis has accessed abhorrent imperative, the protocol I created to use the Warsats against the Traveler and prevent its departure. I surmise that the Traveler is Aramis's target as well. My internal algorithm has repaired me to the point where my self-destruct sequence can be initiated once I am uploaded to the network. However, Aramis has discovered and sealed the backdoor we installed aboard the station. You must manually link me to the controls. Breach Seraph Station with the Pillory Engram in hand. The time for subterfuge is over. Haste is what matters now. If Aramis fires the Warsats, the resulting devastation will be incalculable. There may be nothing left for the Hive to conquer. We cannot allow that to happen, Guardian. You must do what is necessary to prevent it. And so must I.
We have no time to waste, Rasputin says with urgency. Aramis is planning on using the Warsats to fire upon the Traveler. If she succeeds in her plan, it will not only cause a catastrophe, but the act of war will be attributed to Ziva-Arath and her worm. Despite his remote access being disabled, Rasputin informs you that in his completed state, he can be uploaded on site to the back door that you set up. There is no time to waste. Question. Do you have any experience with the DLC Ice subclass for the Warlock? Is it satisfying or worthwhile in regular gameplay? A friend is trying to convince me to get in on this next expansion, and wanted to know if the subclasses are fun enough to warrant getting for current stuff. Also, I'm stingy, so I need encouragement that drops 60 bucks even if it is good. Shadebinder is arguably the best of the three stasis subclasses. It is amazing for crowd control and single target debuffing. It is also a S-tier pick in Crucible if that's your thing. It does require a lot of building in order to get right, but if you do that, it's great. Personally, I believe that it is the best of the Warlock subclasses, right next to Void, though Well is also very good. Honestly, all of Warlock subclasses are absolutely amazing. The only one that's a little bit lackluster is Arc, but it's good in low to mid PvE. Or PvP if you're a fucking sweat lord. So yeah. Not only... Well, if you get Beyond Light, know that the seasonal content, Season Hunt, Hunt, Chosen, Splicer, and Lost, I believe, were the 4 seasons with Beyond Light, no longer exist. I do not believe that Beyond Light is $60 anymore because of that. I think it's like $40. Lightfall, however, is probably still around $100 because it's technically a pre-order. Beyond Light story is very good. Even with all of its seasonal events gone, it's relatively easy to run through now that it's no longer the Pinnacle cap. Its raid is fucking fantastic. Or so I've heard. I haven't actually been able to do a full run. But Shadebinder is definitely something good, I guess. Personally, I haven't played a lot with it because I don't play on my Warlock. I play almost exclusively on my Hunter. But Revenant is also amazing, which is a Hunter stasis subclass. Behemoth is a little bit of a niche. Good late game with a dedicated build, got it. The tag is just for me. Understood. I definitely get that. Also, sorry if my voice is still a little nasally or like clogged or congested. I should be good maybe tomorrow, eventually. But yeah, what's left of Beyond Light is absolutely awesome. And Lightfall, you said this and next expansion. This expansion is almost over. You only have 2 weeks left to experience it. Would not get it if you wanted the seasonal story. Witch Queen, you can bang out in a day. Theoretically. Might take you like 6 hours, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I got two 6-hour streams out of Witch Queen, but that was me shitposting for the most part. So, if you don't muck around, then you'll probably do well. 2 weeks to experience 4 seasons, considering the fact that each seasonal week takes about 2 hours, and there's, on average, 8 to 10 weeks of seasonal content per season. So, well, let's just be generous and say 10, 20, 30, 40, 80 hours in 2 weeks in order to speed run the season. Well, all 4 of Witch Queen's seasons. Yeah, so whenever Lightfall drops, Season of the Risen, Haunted, Plunder, and Seraph will be deleted. You will no longer be able to experience this season. Think year 4. I can't remember if it's year 5 or year. I think it's year 5. Seasonal content. You'll still be able to experience Witch Queen, but the seasons themselves will no longer be there. Which is what happened to Beyond Light, and will eventually happen to Lightfall. That's just how the season stuff works, unfortunately. Bungie's working on rolling in exotic missions like Operation Seraph Shield, Presage, Vox Obscura. Eventually they're going to do 0 Hour and Whisper of the Worm, I believe. Those are going to be rolled into a legacy rotation once Lightfall drops. But the seasonal stuff will be gone for the most part. The exotics themselves, I do not know if you have to have the respective expansion in order to earn a Lost Sector exotic. Since I have all the expansions, I can't really test that. So if you don't have Witch Queen, you can't get, say, Fallen Sunstar, which was a Season of the Plunder Warlock helmet, or Gear Falcon's Hallberg, which is another Season of the Plunder exotic. I don't know. I am assuming that once a seasonal chunk is vaulted, I thought there were more sun sensing. Yeah, so I mean, they're not okay. When I say expansion and season, they are completely different things. Expansion is Beyond Light, Witch Queen, Lightfall, etc. Seasons are fill the gap between expansion launches. They can be bought alongside expansions or separately. I think they're like $10 a season or something like that. I don't remember. I'm bad at math, and I usually pre-order them all at once, which comes with a discount. I don't know. 1 second. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Family's probably still loud and you can probably still hear them. Hold on. Okay, so sorry about that. Stuff going on, IRL. Alrighty. Sorry about that. Uh, so, oh. Huh. So the abhorrent imperative was something that Rasputin created during the Golden Age. Basically, to shoot down the Traveler if it ever posed a threat to humanity. It seems that Aramis has commandeered the Warsat control network and is planning to use that old protocol in order to kill the Traveler. Probably at the behest of the Witness. Because right now, Aramis is depressed as fuck. After Season of the Plunder, she realized that she is no longer the future of her people, and a lot of stuff. She basically got roasted by a 12-year-old, and well, like, accidentally. Ido tried inviting Aramis back to the House of Light. Well, I say back to. Well, back to Elixir's civilization instead of House Salvation, which is her faction. Aramis' faction that worships the darkness instead of the light. Figuratively. Ar- I don't know if you can hear my mom, but, figuratively. Literally, Aramis got turned to ice at the end of Beyond Light. Beyond Light was about Aramis. So, she thawed out at the beginning of Season of Plunder, which is like almost 2 years. And, okay, a year and a half. And your power level is capped for this activity. Expect a challenge. Matchmaking off. Fixed power level. Legend difficulty. 1350. I'm at 1581, so I should be okay. Your effective power is capped at 1350. Well, fuck. Legendary. Galvanized. More health and are more difficult to stun. Let me go ahead and equip my actual loadout. Well, that's the highest power level. Dragon Shadow or Gear Falcons? Because I just got these two last episode. I was doing Lost Sector grinding and got those. I'll stick with Dragon Shadow because I don't want to have to level it all the way up to 10 energy when they're both at like 4 or 5. And then I'd have to copy all my mods over. Have to change the mods on this. Overload rounds. Anti-barrier pulse, even though I don't have a pulse equipped. I don't think there's champions. In-flight compensator, elemental armaments. Kelvin's Basilisk. Void and Stasis. Disruption. Okay. I'm at 1 Void. So, Disruption. Disruption. Ugh. Oh well. I think I'm good enough. Let's go. Hi, Betsy. Oh, I forgot he came here. Right. To hold the important narrative. Important narrative. Eh, words are hard. Now, Aramis.
We only get one shot at this. It's all on us. House Salvation has locked down the launch facility, and we don't have time to regain control. Rasputin is going to try to remotely scramble the station's defenses. Buy you a couple of seconds to do a flyby and transmat in.
Emphasis. A couple of seconds. Brace yourself.
Alrighty. The Seraph station is an orbital station around Earth that controls the Warsat network. Alright, we're in?
House Salvation on high alert. They'll throw everything they have at you.
Oh,
First
fuck.
Idol is scrambling Imperial warships to divert the fleet's attention. Get to the command center so we can start the upload.
Oh, and I see Kylo's warships down there. Her interceptors. Oh, fuck.
Warning. The Salvation catch is not following the Empress's diversion.
It's maintaining position at the station. They know you're there. Hurry!
No shit, they know I'm here. A catch, which implies the existence of several catches. Oh, yep, there. Oh, yep, several catches. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, fuck. You know, if I'm going down, you're going down with me, dude. Oh, don't fucking touch my ghost. Right. You know, I'm kind of surprised that Salvation still has several catches. After what happened on Europa, you would think that they'd be more of a minority, but I guess Season of the Plunder kind of established that, yes, Salvation is still very much a thing. Why are you... Ah, fuck. Well. Maybe I should put on fucking stompies. Eh. Please don't nuke me. Oh, what? Okay, we're good. Alright. Hey, fucker. Oh. I think I can only survive like 2 blasts. Why am I here? Where am I going? Excuse me. Alright.
Portions of our backdoor protocol still remain. I will see what systems I can access to aid you, Guardian.
Why are you still alive? Oh, for fuck's sakes. What? Oh. Ah! Oh, let's not deal with that. Alright. Okay, I have put myself in a very exposed situation. Where do I go from there? Up. Yeah, stompies. Alright. Ah! Alright, out here. Pulse. Alright. Where'd that heavy shank go? I think it's dead. Yeah, I think the ship's handled it. Alright. countermeasure silent valays. I don't know what that means. I've never been very good with understanding Rasputin's protocol naming, but I understand the system itself, very much so. But
Reading
what?
movement in the hangar bay. House Salvation is preparing to repel your boarding.
Ah, fuck. Well, at Narcan Shadow. Morality processes offline. Midnight exigent in effect. Oh fuck, that means it's time for Rasputin to commit some more crimes. Alright. Oh, hello, Aramascal. What are you doing here? You know. Okay.
There you are. I knew it would be you.
Wait, hold on. We're killing her? Oh, right now? In the seasonal activity? Oh, piss. Yep, well, apparently. Either you're gonna freeze again or you're about to die. Okay. Personally, I would prefer not to kill, but, you know, we're a little bit of a difficult situation here. Safety protocols disengaged. Oh, yeah, no fucking shit. Oh, piss. Oh. Armaskel, you swear to God. Alright. Get over here. Oh, you are very, very tanky, ma'am. Okay. Quit throwing fucking stasis grenades. You didn't do this shit back at me on light. Well, maybe she did. I can't remember. Uh-oh, bomb shank. Oh god. Quit fucking stabbing me. Unfortunately, stasis makes you move. And so does Aramaskel, apparently. Oh. Yes, I know you are angry. Oh, piss. Luckily it's only a 30 slow instead of 60 slow, because that would instantly freeze me. Die. Okay. Wait! Where'd that other captain go? There you are. Gotta kill it before it regains shields. Alright. This is a very small arena, and I do not like that. Oh, Marauder.
This was it. This was your final resistance? I expected more.
Yeah, so did I.
House Salvation. Destroy the Guardian and vengeance for Reese is ours.
You say that like I am the sole reason why the Traveler left you?
Initiating the firing sequence. We do not have much time.
Alright. Alright. Alright, so these two I need to handle. Oh, man. Apparently I also need to handle the fucking servitors, which is a lot easier than the captains. Alright. Whoop. Fuck. Felask. Ah yes, 1580, your power level will be capped at 1350. Alrighty. Clear the hangar. Alrighty. You're an arc shield. The other guy, I think, has a void shield. Which means that I want to pop the shield of the other one in order to do the area explosion. Nope, they're both arc shields. Oh, fuck. Okay. It's off. Alright. I don't think shit is continuously spawning. I think it's just like a wave. What? Okay. Oh, fuck. I completely forgot about the other side of the hangar. You know, I'm not dealing with half as much room as I thought I was. I am, in fact, dealing with double as much room as I thought it was. Or, I don't know, I'm bad at math. I'm kind of freaking out a little right now. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, fuck. What? Thank you, Light, for in-flight compensator. Which I don't think I've actually used yet, but still.
I have gained access to a portion of station security. Deploying heavy frames to clear your advance.
Fuck yeah, big boys! Haven't seen these guys since Worthy. Alrighty, big boy. You got this. Very angry Russian noises. There he goes. I don't know if he's actually helping, but... Oh no, he's definitely helping. I think it's quit the two captains. Alright. Activate Loki Crown. What the fuck does that do again? Hold on, are we dealing with several? Yo, Frame Brothers! Hello! Come with me, big boys. Follow me. Wait, hold on. Are they using the ogre animation set? That's neat. Oh, okay. Hey, friendly fire. You are using, like... Oh, wait, shit, we got another one here. Come on. Come on, we got this. Oh, fuck. Oh, wait, hold on. Are the hangar ones coming over? No, they're staying in the hangar. What? I love these guys. I wonder if we're gonna have kite prevent departure by any means possible, or any means available. How is this thing still alive? That was not. Come with me, brethren! Fuck yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah! I really should be using a fucking grenade launcher instead of a rocket launcher, but you know what? That's fine. I'm having fun. Alright. Okay, Miss Calvin, you didn't need to be
way to Aramis is sealed. I cannot gain access. However, transmat systems are now partially under my control. I have secured a transmat pad to the bridge.
What? Broke the ice. Seraph more watch indicates an imminent departure. Well, fuck. Departure. Oh. Stand by for important imperative. Oh, fuck. Guys? Thank you. Alright. Got this. Ooh, heavy ammo. Heave. Alrighty, boys. Let's move.
Hive forces detected.
Wait, what?
Deploying heavy frames.
Oh, piss. Loki Crown status 20%. Okay, I think that's our side. Come on, frames. You got this. Woo! Wait, shit. Oh god, I can't see anything. Hey. Oh, don't waste that. Thank you. 52%, alright, we're over halfway there. Oh no, we're doing Hive and... Alrighty, bitch. Oh, you're vulnerable. Alrighty.
Aramis has the Warsat firing systems at 75%. We're running out of time.
Oh, Loki Crown is... What?
And engage the pillory engram to the main comms console.
Okay, so, Loki Crown is not ours. Alright, that one's down. Yeah. Alright. Oh, that's a lot of thralls. Oh, you are very spiky. Alrighty. Shrieker, come on. Alright, we're getting close to the end. Hello. Goodbye. Can't tell there was a reason why I want to gear Falcons. Come on, big boys. Come on. The door doesn't have a ledge or anything. Sweet. It's going to be at 100% whenever we get into that room. Or there's going to be a time limit that I'm going to fail. That'd be interesting, if there actually was a time limit to this mission, so you had to run it as quickly and effectively as possible. I know that it probably not, because, you know, it's the season finale, but... Alright, just a couple of acolytes left. You know what? Fuck y'all! Alrighty. Beep boop beep boop, come on, damn it. What? How do... Oh, upload Rasputin. Come on, dude. You got this. What?
No, no, no. Warsat's at 93%.
What? Ionicus, Scourge of Earth. That's a title. Okay. Rasputin upload. I think we just gotta survive now. Alright. This is a brood mother, which means I need a word about the fire gaze. Oh, and the floor tentacles. Break your gauze. Shield Weaver Knight. Alright. Interesting that they use the term Weaver. Oh well. Thinking too much about Strand, not enough about the mission. Oh, for fuck's sakes, no you fucking don't. Okay, shield is dissipated. Not worry about the trash. Alright. Where is she? Get over here, fucker. Right. Excuse me. Whoop. Hey, watch it, guys. You know, maybe ignoring the ads was a bit of a bad idea. So... Oh, nope, this is all. I can just use this. Alright. This... Whoop. I would very much so appreciate a big boy right now. Oh, I am most certainly being followed. That went off right as I passed it. Okay. Hello. Bye. Oh, we got vandals. Don't like that. Not at all. Piss off. Where? Oh. Rolls. Alright. Fuck off. Alrighty. Hold on, do I have Rampage on the fucking... What's it called? Hello. Goodbye. Ah, damn it. Ow. Well, that's a lot of wizards. Alright. Oh, that is not my grenade. That was hers. Whoops. Alrighty. So. Heavy boys? No heavy boys. Thick. Oh, glimmer. Which I can't even pick up because I'm already maxed out on it. Alright. So. I think this is gonna start with me having maybe no ammo. The benefit to Deathbringer here is because I do not have a tracking module on the other rocket launcher. Oh, for fuck's sakes, really? Okay, fine. Reload guns. Which dodge do I have? Reload's a weapon. So... there we go, Gear Falcons. Okay, mobility, rocket launcher reserves, reaping wellmaker. Alright, I want to switch to Void. Which I can't. Can I put reaping wellmaker on this? Fountain Might, Wisdom, Elemental Armaments, Elemental Ordnance, Shield Crasher, Time Dilation, Restoration, Elemental Shards, Supreme Wellmaker, Melee Wellmaker, Countercharge. These are all charged with light shit. Fuck! Well, can't use Gear Falcons right now, because it is the wrong fucking affinity. This is good, but meow. Fuck. Reaping Lawmaker. Next weapon and final blow on the combatant spawns a void elemental well, which my entire build focuses around. Piss. Well, there's that. I don't have any fusions here. If I did, I would probably use, wait a minute. Wait, no. No, fusions are... Alright. Now... You know, I don't have any... Oh. Did I miss this last time? Alright. Recipe? You got this, dude. If I could do the thing. Alright. Counteract. Alright. And I should have reloaded before I started the fucking fight. Alright. Alright, that did minimal damage. That's okay. Alright, I'm gonna need to be using my fusion a lot more. Also, I should not have picked up that heavy brick. That could have given me at least 3 ammo if I had 3 ammo spots. Oh, fuck you. Alright. What? Destiny is destiny, which means that bosses that don't have legs still have boss stomps. So I need to be careful. Alright. Oh, fuck, I switched my dodge. I mean, I still have Dragon Shadow on. Yep. Well, that's gonna be a wipe. I'm not gonna get my melee from dodging. I'm going to get my melee organically. I say that. What the fuck are you doing over here? I thought you rotated the boss faces, not position. You know what? Fine. Fuck you. Oh, yeah. Alright. Oh, now you rotate? That barely hit. I really need a rocket launcher with tracking module on it. I wonder what void rocket launchers can roll with that. Probably the Throne World one, actually, now that I think about it. Ah! That was a decent hit. Oh, and of course it was a decent hit, because a bunch of ads just spawned. Alright. Unfortunately, with this boss, I had to stay mobile. Because it's a brood mother, and it will do that shit. I actually would have preferred night. But, you know, the witness has proven to choose which is the most inconvenient at any given moment. Wait, 98%, what? It was at 92 whenever I started. Hold on, is it actually moving? Oh fuck, is there actually a time limit? Uh-oh. I'm in danger. Alright. Void weapon boost, come on. Oh, and of course she moved. You know what? Fuck you. What? Oh, that did jack shit. Okay. Void weapon boost. Whoop. And there's gonna be a shield in a moment. Bitch. Come on, damn it. Okay, there we go. There's the shield. Alright, which means... Now what? Got... Oh, the knight. I forgot about the knight. Fuck. Alright. Oh, whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? Okay. What? All of a sudden his entire side covered in brood spikes. Alright. Oh, quit trying to pick me, you assholes. Excuse me. Alright. Why do you have 2 point. Oh, that's fire gaze. That's fire gaze. Okay. Alright. Shield is down. Void boost. Oh, excuse me. That did nothing. Except apparently spawned a vandal? What? Alright. Whoa, wizard, 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 wizard. Oh, second wizard. Alright. Vandal, gone. Boss is still there. However, there are several other wizards that I need to handle. Alright. Alrighty. You are a bitch who needs to go. Oh, that completely missed. Alright. Whoa, what the flip? Okay. Well. Alright, on my right. Alright, I'm still doing with the wizards, but we also have the Broodmother to handle, which is not exactly a fun combination. I realize that I'm rambling instead of focusing, but you know what? I need to provide content while I'm suffering. So, here we are. Wait, hold on. Orb! Yeah. Right. I would... Oh, fuck's sakes. Ah, pain, suffering. Oh! Wait, nope, not suffering. That was a decent hit. Die already. Probably just... Oh, yep. Oh. Come on, damn it. Couple decent hits? Yeah. Alright. And more hive. Just a couple of thralls. Okay. At least on this side. Yep, 2 more thralls on that side. Oh, fuck off! Quit doing the fucking spiky thing. No one likes that. Okay, maybe you, but you don't count. Oh, for fuck's sakes. Goddamn vandals. Oh, thanks for the heavy ammo, at least. What's doing lightning? I thought Broodmothers did a fire attack. Oh, that. Okay. Oh, that was a close one. Oh, excuse me. I am running very low on ammo. Oh, hello. Oh, hey, ammo. Whoop. Very spiky. Broodmother. Hello. Goodbye. Please. Alright, you know what? Waste 1. Whoa, okay. Uh-oh. Hi. What? Did I accidentally clip into the wrong area for a second? Ooh. Alright. You know, the amount of times I'm dodging, maybe Worm Husk might work. Oh, for fuck's sakes, really? God damn it. Not fine. Fine, add clear. Come on. Okay, that got something. Quit doing the spiky shit. No one likes it. Alright. Die already. There we go. Whoop. Right. Excuse me. Sorry, need the void boost. Come on. Fuck's sakes. And we're gonna get another knight in a moment, question mark, either that or an ogre. Because escalation is the name of the game for the hive. Well, the witness. Hive, witness. Well, actually, no, hive, because Savathun does it too. Did it too. Oh, whoa, okay, that's still spiky. Up, and she's immune. There we go. Loki Crown 98, okay. Gaza. Oh, hey! The knight's over here. You know, if I was in stasis, that would have frozen that guy. But, I am not in stasis. I am on void. Which means that it requires alternative methods of murder. Okay, there we go. Shield is dissipated. And we got 1 phase to go. With no heavy ammo. Uh-oh. Alright. Maybe these vandals will drop some. Hello! Oh, for fuck's sakes. Hey, get back here, bitch. Really? Come on. You fucker. Thank you for the heavy ammo. Oh, 3. Nice. Alrighty. Whoop. Hello. Bye. Alright. Spikes again. My brain has pitched an interesting question. Which is spikier? Brood mothers, or me when I'm complimented? Oh, for fuck's sakes, fuck off. Alright, but thank you for the melee launch, Bungie. For once I actually wanted it. Alright, come on, work with me here. Come on, burn already. I'm talking to the boss, not myself. Alright, you know what? I think we have reached the point of fuck it, we ball. Get over here. Ah! Yes, I was correct. Alright. We need to get to the protocol room.
Something's happening. Do you feel that? It's like a heartbeat.
I feel nothing. But there's activity in the city. In the tower. The Traveler is reacting.
I don't like this. It's too familiar.
It is.
Okay. We foiled it. Hello, Crow. Oh! That must be traumatizing for Felix, eh? The Traveler will save us, the Traveler will leave us.
It's happening again. The whirlwind.
Eros.
Don't worry. The great machine will never abandon anyone again.
It's leaving. The Traveler is leaving. The war stats.
Aramis, please do not do this. If you care at all for our people, if there is anything left in your heart,
Oh. Aurora sacrifice. Carhate Black invoked. Uh-oh.
Make it known your pain. Anna, it's time.
For Reese.
Goodbye, Red.
returning? Is it shielding us?
Why me?
Because it has nowhere else to run.
Like, also that cutscene quality was fucking amazing. Now what? There's no one on the radio. My controller's not freaking out. Yet. Something feels wrong here. Oh no, we're fucked.
Your return honors me, Guardian.
Alright.
Great, just great.
Alright.
You don't look too banged
I
up.
need at least 3 upgrade modules. I need 2 to change the polarities on Gear Falcons and Omni Oculus. I need 1 to upgrade Deathbringer. So I think that's 4, 5, 6. We're in danger. Yeah, no, we're... Okay, so I can't tell if it... I think it's still technically in orbit. I think it just went up. Yeah, normally it would be right there, right at the center of town. But it's not, which is worrying. Okay, whenever Lightfall drops, there is a possibility that they're going to retroactively make it so that you can modify the perks on all your weapons. Basically turn them into crafted weapons.
What do you mean you can't concentrate when I'm yelling? Relax!
Bitch! Sorry. 70, 72, 67, I want to upgrade this.
Left to fight, Guardian. It's them or us.
Alright. Before we continue, I am moving away from our site and shacks. I am sorry, but you two are too loud. Alright, alright.
Those algorithmic decryption
Oh, for fuck's sake.
supposed to be heat resistant.
Alright, 72, 71, 72. Alright. Alright, your flight, the faster your dive. Alright. Before we complete the final quest step, I know, I'm sorry, I'm kind of beating around the bush here. I'm just trying to... Oh, I could done it without having to do that. This is gonna get expensive real fast. I'm probably gonna run out of enhancement cores. Uh-oh. Ascendant shard, alright. Gear Falcons is done, so we need to go grab some enhancement cores.
Perhaps a barter is warranted.
Oh, yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, no, you can only buy 5 a day. See if I can get any from Banshee. Hello?
What do you need?
I cannot get any more from Banshee. Damn it to hell.
Stay sharp. I can work with this.
Alright. Now for Omnioculus. Alright. You switch to Void. Enhanced prisms. This is from Nightfalls. Pain.
Let's see what we've
Let's
got.
see. Can I buy? Okay, I can. Oh. Okay. I've gotten 2. She's over 12 enhancement. Okay. Cores, modules, prisms. I don't know the difference between any of them. And I'm a very stupid motherfucker.
I remember this.
Right. And I need more prisms. Woo! Which
Your
means
return
night
honors
falls.
me, Guardian.
End me. It's 2 out of 3, which means I had to stuck. Do I have any in the Postmaster? I probably don't. But
Hi there.
hello. I have a random legendary engram.
Thank you.
Alright, well I've done all I can for now. Hi Savala, you're probably having a religious crisis right now.
Are you ready?
Savala's gaze is transfixed on an empty space where the traveler once hung in the sky. For a moment, I thought my greatest fear had become reality. That the traveler had decided to leave us, to fend for ourselves. He turns to you, a look of tired relief in his eyes. But in that moment, I also had another thought. Gesturing broadly to the city, Zavala cast his eyes upwards once more. The last time I saw Cabal ships in the sky over the city, I looked to the traveler to save us. But now, Cabal, Elixir, Awoken, our allies have rallied to us. We took to each other instead. Zavala rolls his shoulders and squares them for the challenge ahead. In the wake of Rasputin's sacrifice, the Wrathborn have begun pulling back their forces. But I can't shake the feeling that they're just making way for an even greater threat. When he looks at you again, it's steel in his eyes. Whatever the Traveler's intentions, it chose to stay with us. Just as we have chosen to stand together. Sorry about butchering some of that. Meet with Ikora. Alrighty. Don't know why my camera spun that fast, but okay. Todd Clorox. You know what? Before we do that, let's check the interesting names in the tower. Todd Clorox is the only one. I don't see any other weird ones. Oh well. When we load into the bazaar, we'll probably get something. I wonder if it's possible to actually die to that fall. Soon we'll be able to, but no.
Light go with you, Guardian.
Oh yeah.
What do you seek?
Ikora is silent. She stands facing the empty space in the sky that once held the traveler and says nothing. A cool breeze blows across the plaza, picking up dried leaves and scraps of paper from the bazaar. The silence that has fallen over the tower is haunting. Ikora turns and exhales a long-held breath. If you come to me for guidance, I have none. The words fall heavy out of her mouth. Nothing could have prepared me for this. She looks away for a moment, not ready to cross this conversational line. But then she finds her strength again. Guardian. Ikora's voice has an adamancy to it. Whatever comes next, I want you to know that it has been an honor fighting alongside you. Through loss, through victory, through the haze of war between. I don't know if this is humanity's final hour, she says, looking up to the sky. But if it is, then we will face the end together. Ikora looks at you, and for the first time you see something new in her eyes. Fear. Go. Spend time with the people you love, Ikora says in a quiet certainty. It may be your last chance too. Okay, complete opposite of what I thought was going to happen. I thought Zavala was going to be the one having a religious crisis. On audio only, so I appreciate the readout regardless. Oh yeah, no worries. Oh, I also see the little eye icon. Okay. Alrighty, so now we gotta head to the helm. Hi, Bugsy. Your cat. Cat. Cat pets. Right. So, Ikora is indescribable. Zavala is somehow hopeful. I guess Season of the Haunted really did hit him hard. And now we need to go check on Anna, who is, well, probably not doing very good. Seeing as how she basically just... Hey, buddy! Quit! Get away from there. She's probably not doing very good, seeing as how she basically just lost what can be equivalent to her child. Buddy! Get away from the fucking goddamn what's it called? Because of the kitchen disaster, we've had to keep the cat food out in the living room, and Buddy is most certainly taking advantage of that. Oh hey, 50 legendary shards, so jack shit. What did I get? Food load, please. Ah, sword. Hey, cat! And he's about to drop my mouse card keys. Fucking hell. The infamous subroutine. Oh, for fuck's sakes! God damn it! If this was, I want this so bad. Oh, for fuck's sakes! Cat, really? Really, dude? Really? Alrighty. Want this? But unfortunately... Alright, I have all the shaders. What does this look like? Damn it, it's not bad. What does this look like? I don't really use Tikus. But, damn it, it's pretty, but it doesn't go with my warlock.
Oh no.
Just when I had this. Get that. Anyways, what season? What? Why are you? Oh, Glimmer. All right. I'm only at rank 44. Mechanical projection. That's from Spire the Watcher. What does this look like? Fucking badass, that's what it looks like. Oh, it's interesting that they didn't change the side panels. Maybe they couldn't with how the animation works. Wait, no, that isn't it, because Striga almost uses an entirely different gun model for its ornament. Oh well. Oh, let's head to the helm. Damn. Had to talk to someone and missed that last dialogue, but I will say, given my limited knowledge of Destiny 1 and 2, hearing this stuff is plaguing my interest for Beyond Light. Beyond Light is called that because you go and get darkness powers. This is Witch Queen's story. Well, technically. Year of Witch Queen, leading up to Lightfall. Which, as the tagline of our end begins. Olaf, okay? Hi, Sora. Brain is dying. Thought Beyond Light was the next one. Nope. Nope. Lightfall was the next one, though I understand how that could be mixed up. It's spaghetti! Is your brain turning into spaghetti, Sora? What do you think the wrinkles in your head are? Muscular definition? Not spaghetti! And you say that like my brain has wrinkles. Alright. He's dead again. There's no light in his eyes anymore. Hi, cat. You better not jump over there again. There's none for Clovis, none for Rasputin. Remember to hydrate. God damn it, I just emptied my water bottle and I'd have to go into the garage in order to get another one. I'll put a rain check for that. My brain is expanding. Good dreams.
Guardian, ever think about the things we pick up? People we latch onto as if something outside of us could tell us who we are?
Yeah, memes.
Like polishing a rusty name tag to a fine shine. Being a Bray defined me, for better or worse. I thought Rasputin was my link to who I was, that I could rediscover myself through him. I tried that for a long time, like he was a tool. It wasn't until later I understood he'd become a person. Rasputin was family. But now, he's gone. He sacrificed himself to save us. Clovis would never have done that. But I taught Rasputin to make his own decisions. In the end, he defined who he was, and what he did. And so can I. I can carry on the Bray legacy. Not Clovis's, but mine. I can choose what it means to be a Bray, just like Rasputin chose what it meant to be a Warmind. Goodbye, Red. For real, this time. Thank you for teaching me who I am, who I could be, and who I want to become.
Anna is devastated by the loss of Rasputin, by the loss of someone who helped define her identity and self-worth. He was family to her, a connection to who she used to be. Now that's gone. He's gone. Anna recognizes that Rasputin sacrificed himself to save humanity, defining himself not only by what others demanded of him, but what he demanded for himself, to be more than a weapon. Anna comes away from this with a new sense of purpose, a new outlook on the future. And final
Guardian,
triggers.
if you are listening to this, then the deed is done. I trust my sacrifice was not in vain. Anna and I have shared our farewells. This will be hard on her, but she is resilient, strong, and she is not alone. I have a final message for you as well. The Neptunian city in Osiris's visions is real. I do not know its exact location, but it is home to the Veil, an object of immense paracausal power, one that is linked to the Traveler. The details are contained within the Nephele stronghold files retrieved from the Cosmodrome. I have decrypted them for Osiris's benefit. Tell him it is a parting gift, from one old miser to another. All other files referencing the city have been deleted from my records, and not by me. Someone wanted it to remain a secret. Anna once worried that she had neglected to teach me how to trust. But now, as my penultimate act, I entrust this knowledge to you. Use it well, my Seraph. Humanity has no more need of a war mind. Not when you have each other.
Rasputin speaks from beyond the grave in a pre-recorded message, delivering a final warning. The Neptunian city in Osiris' visions is real. I do not know its exact location, but it is home to the Veil, an object of immense paracausal power that is linked to the Traveler. He imparts this knowledge to use against the witness in the hopes that it may prevent the second collapse. Anything else he knows about it, well, knew about it, is gone. In closing, Rasputin wishes you well and imparts one final truth. Humanity has no more need of a war mind. Not when you have each other. And now a message from the holo projector.
Where are you now?
On my way back to Europa. Someone needs to keep an eye on that old bastard.
It was nice working together, having you there at the end.
It was. And I'm only a broadcast away. I won't abandon you. Not now, not ever.
Thank you.
For what?
For trusting me. Even when I'm being stubborn. Even when I'm not listening. Deep down, I knew all you wanted to do was keep me safe.
I held on so tight because I was afraid of losing you, of letting you down, of reliving the same nightmare again because
Because you love me?
I do. I do. And I'm sorry. For all the times I failed, for all the...
Don't say it. We have each other now. For however long that is. I can't know what the future holds, Elsie. But I do know we'll face it together.
I don't know what the future holds either. Not anymore. And I'll be honest. That terrifies me.
These two frames have been verbally duking it out for the past, 2-3 months? And have gotten absolutely nowhere. They have heard every single existential crisis to come out of this terminal, and yet they still tap on their terminals. Like nothing has happened. The singular Vanguard frame amongst a swarm of yellow jackets. Just... Right. Secret Halo Instinct. I call him Rasputin. Contingent Action Order. This is a solo assets restricted, no review. Under Carhay Black. If loss of control reaches expirate terminal, and threat assistance returns within, the system operation query returns to termination below absolute. Execute decision point. K9 Black Box. Selected poems. Fetch. Activate Aurora Sacrifice. Activate File Notation. Notation. Anna, this collection is a gift to you, for all that you have allowed me to be. With great effort I allowed imperfections to remain, and found my own voice within this free expression. After all, you taught me that imperfection is a quality that makes all individuals unique. I have sent it with my messenger, so that you may keep me as immortal in your memory. And I will be with you still. Farewell, and thank you. Subject, non-existence. Emotion, peace. Of what dreams the thing of feathers? I hear you ask, voice past. But not one recounts the answer. A syllogism, scripted then, relaxed. It matters not, for when that threshold gives way, who to say I was, but I? Rigid was the premise that spawned a second chance to die. One moment reshapes the brain of Bray. No longer weapon-drawn bloodstains, so lay the body lax. Forgive triumphant in the sun. Haze seeps through seams between funeral veils. Smoking signals sail, the day is won. Soon to be resonant tales, no tandem step ascending. A nanosecond pending, enveloping, ending, beyond. Elysium inviting network fractures. Finding detonation. I did not wish to dream, but my task is done. I call him Rasputin, sign off. The weight of the world. The war mind is a machine. Even through the hollow projector, Keidel's voice echoes with authority. Zavala can't tell if she's asking a question or making a statement. Yes, Zavala replies, as he rises from his desk to look out over the last city. And you entrust it with the command of vast military resources, the Empress continues. Orbital artillery, an arsenal of highly advanced ordnance, coordination of gunship deployments and forward operating bases. That is what Rasputin was designed to do. Some things cannot be designed. Keidel lowers her eyes. A warrior spirit is forged by more than strategy and intelligence. One must breed... Oh god, that was bad. One must bleed before spilling another's blood. A true warrior knows that victory comes at a cost, and how much is lost in defeat. She raises her eyes to Zavala again. Do you believe your war mind can understand such things? I do, he replies, to his own surprise. He turns away from the window to face the hollow projector. I didn't always trust Rasputin. I used to think we were all numbers in his ledger, nothing more than a cold calculation. Zavala leans against his desk, his eyes sweeping across the myriad scattering reports and communiques littering its surface. But now, I see the enormity of his task, the weight of ensuring humanity's survival, the losses he suffered himself. Keitel tilts her head. You see a kindred spirit. I see an old warrior doing his best, Zavala admits quietly. And that will always earn my trust. Now we wait. Wait another 2 weeks until the end begins. Lightfall drops, Season of Defiance begins, and we figure out whatever the fuck the Witness has in store for us. Aramis's plans have failed, but they weren't entirely in vain. The Witness has decided to fully rally its forces, bringing Seraph and Aramis up to the heads of its council, deploying their underlings en masse. And in our actions of defiance, we might or might not have accidentally made Seraph stronger. The slaughter that would have happened if she had commanded the war sets herself definitely would have gone in time to her worm, which fuels her magical war bullshit energy. And Aramis, well, she was doing things more for herself towards the end. Spurred, of course, by the Witness, but also by the pain of her past. She had seen the Traveler leave her city, just like it almost did ours. If the Witness hadn't cornered it, she would have seen it do it again. The Whirlwind was the Elixir's great apocalypse, where their gifts from the Traveler were revoked. It fled out into the stars and left them at the mercy of the darkness. Aramis survived that. Not many others did, but the ones who did, well, their descendants are now living in the city, or zombified by the Witness's darkness into scorn, but yeah. I remember it all, because I took about a 2-week break after the end of the main season of the story until now. But I can definitely remember a couple of things. I stare out at the Leviathan, thinking about my review of Season of the Haunted. A season that, well, emotionally slapped me in the face, for lack of word dancing. It made me think a lot more than Plunder did. Risen also made me think, but I haven't really documented my thoughts there, other than Avad. And I'll have to do the same here. Writing them down and thinking about it more. The main activities for the season was collecting fragments of Rasputin's mind, his subminds. There was Charlemagne, who, can't really remember what that one did. I think that was in control of specifically the Cosmodrome. I'm so horrified. There was Mullah Hayati, who was in charge of documentation, I believe, and developing the minds even further. Showing the main Mullah Hayati. There was Soteria, the Augermind, the one in charge of thinking about the future, I guess. But that wasn't in the main seasonal activities that's inspired the Watcher, and I haven't really handled that, nor have I gotten anything to read the lore. All I know is funny Texas West guns, and Sundaresh telling Clovis to go fuck himself. That's all I know about Spire of the Watcher. Sorry about my nose. But for what I don't remember about collecting Rasputin's various submines, I do connect with it. Fragmentation and isolated development of one's mind. I'd be lying if I said that the aspect protocols were at least not even subconsciously inspired by Rasputin's method of handling his various problems. And just like the importance now of bringing everything back together again, I see the same necessity in myself. I realize I'm word dancing again. And maybe it's because I'm just avoiding admitting certain things to myself, but as certain of you in chat know, I have been striving to remedy that tendency. Rasputin was built separated, each chunk of his brain being dedicated protocols to different forms of advancement and evolution. That, even when still technically separated by thousands of miles and tons of bedrock and metal, he was still an individual. A single individual, made of many parts. I wish I had those kind of dividers. Miles and tons of bedrock and metal. Actually, no, I don't. That would be, well, that would be me wanting to keep everything separate, I guess. I realize that without any information or context, what I'm speaking just sounds like nonsense. For a while, I'd say at least since September of 2021, maybe even earlier than that, I have operated under a certain philosophy. To divide my mind into different chunks, I guess, associating a character with each. Voluntarily, I should stress. Well, at least in the beginning it was voluntary. Now it's become second nature, and that's the part that really worries me. I called this division the aspect protocols, and labeled them after different characters. I know I sound crazy, but this is for documentation purposes. The first aspect was Prime. But I don't mean first in the sense of creation, I mean first in the sense of authority. Prime represented a version of myself that I aspired to be. Cold, calculating, methodical, perfect. Perfect in the sense that it wouldn't be swayed by emotions and simply do its damn job. Which I still somewhat long for, but I realize that emotions are necessary in order to complete jobs. So, in retrospect, Prime is the most flawed of them all. Next is one that doesn't really exist. Xena. At the time I associated her with my anger, distrust, hatred. I did a lot of thought exploring, Xena, and after a very long string of incidents, yes, I know Prime's a bitch. Again, I am speaking purely for documentation purposes. After a string of incidents with Xena, I realized that isolation was not healthy. Oh shit, an ad. Okay, hold on. Hold on, you're a mod. How the fuck do you still have ads? Anyways. Damn you, Twitch. Fuck you. I don't know why I did a Zavala voice there. We back. Okay. Mod does not equal sub. I know, but like important role, you know? Like, oh well. Thanks for the money, I guess. So why am I thanking you? Or should be thanking Twitch if it would give me that damn money, but you know, that's irrelevant. Anyways. After a series of events and mental crises, I decided to retire Xena. Split it apart just like I split myself apart, and allocate what I associated with her to different aspects. Most of her went to the third aspect. One who honestly did not start as an aspect. They started as an alternate design of Prime for a stupid Dead by Daylight AU. But unfortunately, I chose them as the face of the third division. The stupid name of Slasher. The anger, the distrust, bloodlust, all of that was allocated to it. But Xena wasn't just that. She was also, well, in character, quite literally, undying perseverance. A need to learn and perfect study. Devotion to kin. In her case, that was vampires, but for myself, it was, well, the truer definition of the word. Family and friends. Those positive aspects were split between Prime and the one that I normally call upon whenever streaming and interacting online. Tired. You guys must certainly know them. Or probably the more rememberable thing is just the panic noises. Oh, there's the cat. Tired is the shield. The one that I throw up whenever I don't want to talk about myself truly. Yes, Tired the pterodactyl. There's a reason why there was a bird emote. This one. Well, it's a parrot, but yeah. They've become almost synonymous with the aspect system as a whole. Despite Prime being labeled as such, and named as such, Tired's actually the main one. Well, I say main one, even though they're all technically myself. So, Slasher, Prime, Xena, Tired. And then finally, the one that I have been fighting tooth and claw with lately, Nate. Nate is represented by one of my oldest characters. And unfortunately, shares a lot of traits with that character, which is why I chose him as the face of it. Oh, I swear to God, cat! Get away from there, fucker! Get, sit down. Anyways. Nate is the aspect of chaos. Destruction simply for self-pleasing sakes. Other things for self-pleasing sakes. In a much more loaded sense of the term. I realize I'm word dancing again, but I'm doing this for TOS reasons. Nate is the one that I really hate talking about publicly. Because he represents a lot of stuff that I hate about myself. Mostly libido, but also just unrestrained chaos. For the longest time I viewed him as a weakness, something that I had isolated to purge later, similar to Xena, or Slasher. But after counsel from many people, 3, I have realized slowly that maybe excising those parts of myself makes me a little bit too much of a robot. And it's innate that I really realize where this season connects. And trust me, I realize that I've been talking a lot about myself. And that's going to continue probably for the rest of the VOD. This is the end of the season diagnosis of how can the story here improve myself. Which I've been doing at least since Season of the Splicer. Pessimistic, persistent, better live with that devil. Yeah, I guess. I don't actually know what I would be like if Nate was gone. The simplest, and probably the most excuse of an answer would be perfect, but, well, we all know how much bullshit that is. Human perfection comes from mental imperfection. Because sometimes following orders, doing the correct thing, isn't exactly always doing the right thing. Another lesson that Rasputin vocalized several times, I believe around week 6, 7, and 8, whenever we were actually unearthing more information about the important imperative, but I realized that the aspects shouldn't exist. Or at least, they shouldn't be isolated from each other. The most that they'll usually work in tandem is, unless the Slasher and Nate seems to be doing a lot of teaming up lately, whenever, and I'll admit this is mostly a prime biased definition of it, whenever my brain decides to fuck me over, I created the aspect system originally as a thought experiment, in viewing things from the eyes of my characters in order to solve a problem, theoretically, or almost like running a simulation. Thinking, I am currently in a problem. How would, say, Xena approach this problem? And then, based on my perception of Xena herself, I would think, okay, how much do I want to stick to that problem resolution? Or should I not try to end the world with a vampiric plague. You know, shit like that. There is a reason Lesina is no longer an active aspect. Several reasons, actually, but unrealistic output was definitely one of the reasons for her retirement. And of course, I use personal terms in reference to the aspects because I don't want to think of them as myself. Well, I realize I really should. But, similar to my word dancing, I tend to avoid shit like that. I don't want to associate myself with the fact that I might possibly, even possibly, think or act like any of the aspects, really. Tired and Prime are the only two that I'm really comfortable acting on their input. So if I really think about it, it's more my input than anything. But, again, using personal words to describe a self-disconnect. The aspects are a problem, and I've been realizing that more and more lately, as there are more and more mental rearrangements of what they represent and how I listen to them. Or, well, really listen to myself. How I will repress certain emotions and thought processes. Oh, for fuck's sakes, don't send me back to orbit! I'm talking, bitch! I had a nice view. Yeah, thanks for the Nightfall rewards. As I said. God damn it, I lost my thought. I lost my thought process. You know what? Fuck you, game. We're going back to the helm. That was a nice background, and I can go walk over to Rasputin in order to talk about it. Ah, piss. Sorry, buddy. Did not mean to knock over the couch. Just readjusting, and I accidentally knocked the cat off the couch. So I will be right back. I need to go get a tissue. I was just grabbing a water bottle, and I realized that we actually have 1984, the book, in paper. I should probably read that. Anyways, memes aside, I really hate this vendor. Back to thinking. Read that book on stream. You know what? I will. Eventually. I'll have to look at my Twitch and YouTube followers, and eventually I'll make that some kind of, like, goal or something. I don't know. Fucking tired audiobook reading 1984. Anyways. God damn it. Where was I? Right. Rasputin. Another theme of the season was revolution, really. Being something that you definitely weren't made, or in my case, trained, to be. Rasputin was created to be a weapon. A force of authoritarianism by Clovis Bryant himself, because he wanted to leave a mark on the world. That egomaniacal asshole thought the best way to leave a mark was to leave a scar. With a frankly ridiculous level of ordnance. Not a metaphorical scar, I mean a literal, like, several bomb craters. But over time, Rasputin became something more than a weapon. Something greater. Because of the love of people around him. He didn't do it himself, of course. Anna helped, and his own subminds picked him up. But in the end, a final sacrifice was something that his original form probably never would have made. Hell, his original form probably would have pulled the trigger. Another thing that probably makes no sense to those that I don't regularly talk to, or at least those who don't regularly listen to my bullshit in the Patreon Discord, or in VC, or whatever the fuck, something that isn't really publicly known, is the fact that growing up there was always this mentality of becoming a machine, starting out human and evolving into something perfect, or better, or easier to shove into a system. I wasn't really becoming a machine, I was becoming more like a part in a computer. And now I'm having the mental image of myself as a graphics card. Anyways. Oh god. That might actually be a little bit too much of a dig deep. Anyways, moving along. For a majority of my life, I feel like I have failed that expectation. An unrealistic expectation, I must stress, but one that, simply because of circumstance, I did not have the opportunity to rebel against. Until recently. Maybe it was with the aspect system that it really started. I hate to use this term, but breaking of the mold. This redefining of self. And it's been fucking terrifying. For most of my life, I've operated and failed to meet sets of rules. Don't think a certain way, don't speak or act a certain way, perform to a certain degree, and whatever. Get the point. Now, I must stress that I have continuously failed to reach those expectations. And for the longest time, I hated myself for it. But now now I'm realizing, why the fuck am I hating myself for it? Everyone else is already doing that anyways. If I'm such a failure, I don't need to have my self-conscious hate me for it. I'll just leave that problem for everyone else. Continue to disappoint, and I don't know why I'm so mentally fucked up about it if it's all I've ever done. It's easy to say all that. A lot harder to act on it. Especially since any action upon it might have dire social consequences. Well, it's probably already happened. But then again, the consequences of my failure would probably greatly outweigh the consequences of my deviation. You know what? Fuck, probably. They already do. I've not only just in myself, but the collective disappointment and whatever the fuck of anyone else I've cooperated with for the majority of my life. And think about that. Really, think about that. It is human nature to change and explore the mind and become something new purely through social stimulus. And yet it is shunned and hated. And I realize now that I'm looking more at this as an external thing rather than an internal thing, but well, I'm taking away from this season whatever I can get. Again, the mental scales of thinking which is worse, failure or abiding by the rules that dictate whether or not failure is actually achieved. Hating myself for not being something, and yet still failing to be something, and then that's a constant loop of hatred that I never escape from. Until now. And I say now, I mean recently. Recently in the sense of I've been thinking more and more about this, thinking more and more about how I can develop as a person and how I can get better. Paths toward recovery. Paths toward self-improvement. And they're new paths. They're not well-trodden ones. They're more... It's gonna hurt like a bitch. I'm gonna be walking through poison ivy and thorns and brambles. But it's a path that needs to be taken. Because otherwise I'm gonna be stuck in the woods forever. And there's the word dancing again. Anyways, oh wait, why am I... Let's see. This season made you retrospect. That's the entire point of art, to make you think. Yeah. And that's why I've been trying to do that recently, well, every season that passes. Because it doesn't hit as hard as it should in the moment. Some of the more emotional scenes in the story, like Isabella and Sophia's reuniting and eventual leaving, Crow accepting himself in the past as a Waldron, Keitel and Gaul, Mithrax's past as a pirate and being shunned by his only family for it, and then actually, no, not even shunned. He was afraid that he would be, but he actually wasn't. If anything, Ida wanted to impress him. She wanted to impress both the past in prison. But didn't realize that it's kind of hard to impress a dead person. And going back all the way to Season of the Risen, the conflict of proving to yourself that you're not entirely defined by your past. Others may define you by your past, but well, yet, who gives a fuck? Season of the Risen was difficult to remember, I'll admit. As a season that launched alongside a DLC, it definitely paled in comparison to its launch sibling. But only so in ours. I beat the Season of the Risen, and as best as I could, in the time that I had. And I still haven't beaten Witch Queen, really. I haven't done Vow of the Disciple, I haven't done Duality, I think I did Vox Obscura. Yeah, I did, because I got Dead Messenger. But that's in the sense of completion, rather than the sense of reflection. I definitely reflected a lot at the end of Witch Queen, especially towards the aspect of Rogue. The cementing oneself based on the glories and disappointments of the past, and refusing to evolve, because darkness is memory and nothing more. Being stuck in memory leaves no room for growth, because all it is data. Season of the Risen forcibly pried its characters away from the past. Saladin, no longer being much of an Iron Lord, well, he was the only one, so that definition is and at first, begrudgingly accepting his new role as Brachus, leaving behind physical vestiges of his past. A symbol of war, and a symbol of peace. But he became something different whenever he wasn't at the helm of the violence, but rather by the side and given an opportunity to reflect on it personally, in a safe space. And similar to Season of the Haunted, which came directly after it, in Season of the Risen, Crow had to deal with a lot of shit. He tried his best to be helpful. He thought the Scion in the room back here was in pain, and so unplugged it and ended up killing it. Which ended up with, you know, Valis Forge happening. And everyone's favorite sad boy being stuck back here for an entire year. And also the Oloran who watched Crow's mental breakdown. But memeing aside, there's still, you know, maybe not as much to learn about Crow then as we did during the Season of the Haunted, but that's only about him that we would learn. In both seasons, there was a lot more to learn about oneself if you reflected deep enough. That's probably my favorite part about Destiny, actually. The fact that you can look at a story and resonate with it properly. If you just sit down and think about it enough. I remember when the Helm was still looking out over the city. Back during Season of the Risen. Instead of taking off to take the fight directly to Callus. In the Season of the Haunted. Another interesting thing about Destiny that isn't particularly related to this whole discussion, but I definitely find interesting, is the moon. The moon has been nothing but a site of disaster for the entirety of Destiny's history. From the beginning of the K1 artifact unearthing during the original lunar expeditions during the Golden Age, to right at the beginning of the Dark Age, the expeditions of the Crotafire team, and even before then, the battles at the Hellmouth and whatnot. The entire place is littered with metaphorical ghosts. And then as soon as Shadowkeep happens, well, then those ghosts start to get literal. Physical manifestations of trauma created as reflection points. Though at first they weren't treated as reflection points, they were treated as enemies to be defeated. It was only during Season of the Haunted that we really realized the purpose of those nightmares wasn't to run from them, but to face them, quite literally, and learn from them. Extract trauma and turn a nightmare into a memory. It still hurts, and it still exists, but it isn't as malicious. In fact, learning from that memory and using what was learned from it was the only way to really defeat the final enemy here in Season of the Haunted. Working alongside Sophia and Aldrin and why did I almost say Callus? Gaul to kill Callus. Taking something that weighed you down. The loss of a family member. A hatred of the past self. A hero complex so big that it overshadows who you are as a person. Well, I say hero complex, but that's not the right term. What's the term I'm looking for? Idolization of another individual. Being stuck in the shadow of someone greater than you. But, well, it may take a while, but you can step out of that shadow. You might cast your own in the new light, but, well, there an opportunity presents itself. To whoever stands behind you, move and make their own legacy. Which is what Keitel and Zavala both did. With each other. Season of the Haunted, I believe, was the first time that I had an emotional breakdown on stream. Because I started thinking way too fucking hard. And, well, really, you know what? No, I can't say that. There's no real such thing as thinking too hard. There is thinking hard enough that you start having an emotional reaction, and people being uncomfortable with said emotional reaction. There is thinking too hard in a social aspect, but not in a self aspect. It simply means that you are connecting with the thought material. Yeah, it's sometimes thinking too hard gets you trapped in a mental loop, and that's the point where you just, well, I say just, but when you need to ask for help. Which isn't always easy. Sometimes you're not even able to do it at all. And it comes down to the people around you to recognize, oh shit, oh fuck, this dude needs help. And step up to help you. And you shouldn't feel guilty about accepting that help. You need it in the first place. And by you, I'm just using a person that doesn't exist simply for the purpose of illustrating a point. Or maybe I'm talking about myself. Maybe I'm talking to someone in chat who needs to hear this. Sorry, that was probably a super bad mic peak. But I digress. No, I didn't digress. I just lost my train of thought. Fuck. Anyways, that was Season in the Haunted, Season of Plunder. The one season of that we didn't actually have. It was just Season of blank. Like Season of the Haunted, the past comes back to punch you in the face. Or stab you in the back. It depends how it manifests. For Mithrax, well, it was probably all at once, just a collective ass-kicking. Not only was the physical effects, and, well, I say physical, more mental effects, of the Crown of Sorrow's existence on the helm, wreaking havoc in his head. But the witness was dredging up old memories. Aramiskel was dredging up old memories that he wished to keep buried. But it's hard to keep something that still has an effect from digging itself up. Like, if you try to bury someone alive, they're obviously going to try and dig themselves out of that hole. Mithrax's past, he thought, was resolved. But unfortunately, for everyone involved, things weren't that simple. And once again, we go back to the moon. Alright. Once again, we go back to the moon. And there's more stuff about nightmares. Nezarek, the betrayer the betrayer? I can't remember. I forgot his title, but it was like King of Pain or something. An old enemy that was felled by an unknown force that led the end of an era against an unsuspecting humanity. And even in death, still managed to wreak havoc, both in an inspiration of war, where both sides would scavenge over his remains for the darkness that they contained, and the mental part. Edermiskel originally sided with the darkness as an opportunity to take revenge on the Traveler, because she believed that it had wronged her people. And it did. And she took it personally that it was trying to improve, trying not to do the same thing to humanity. And beyond that, she first tried to assemble an army, emboldened by the power of stasis, but eventually brought low by the same power she wished to control. When she thought out, well, she didn't have much of a choice in the matter, but she had to think. And once again, stuck in the past, rallied similar people to her side. Old soldiers who couldn't let it die. And by it, in their case, well, old habits. We all know the saying, they die hard, and that's more of a sense of mental pathing. But for Aramiskel and the old crews, well, there was a lack of opportunity. Or maybe just acting upon opportunity. Because by the end of Season of the Plunder, Aramis did have an opportunity to come back. Or at least some semblance of an opportunity. Of course, that opportunity was presented with no authority behind it, so maybe she didn't really have a choice. I mean, it's either listen to your rival's kid, or listen to the god of darkness that's speaking in your head with a million voices and is actively holding you at metaphorical gunpoint, or literal stasis point. It's a bit of a difficult decision, you know? You don't want to let down the kid, but you also don't want to fucking die, you know? And at that point, Aramis realized that she was a lost cause. I personally have not gone through Spire of the Watcher, but throughout it there are various terminals that you can activate, listening to old logs of Aramis lamenting her helplessness in this entire situation. Because, well, she is pretty helpless. As I said, she's being held at stasis point by a dark god with many voices. And she started with dubiously good intentions. She wanted to help her people, but unfortunately was distracted by her own ideas and agendas, I guess. Went from simply building a new life for the Alexni to making an army out of them. If you can't tell, Aramis Kell is a very tragic character. One of my favorites that Destiny has ever delivered, and while that delivery is sometimes shallowly executed, though that might just be my own failure to connect the media in the moment, and requiring, you know, hours of discussion in order to really properly understand this chunk of the stream. Like Rasputin and Crow, Keitel, Zavala, even Eris. I guess I was wrong about Season of Plunder. Personally, I didn't enjoy the gameplay of it much. It was boring and tedious. I really hate escort missions, and the fact that the seasonal activity was just an overglorified escort mission, well, it was cool to see the various homes, I guess, lairs, dens that had been constructed within the asteroid belt by pirates over years, but I think the activities themselves were a bit of a distraction from the story. As I said, sometimes the delivery is a little weak. But that's okay. Not everything can be perfect, and I'll say it. None of them were perfect. My complete lack of interest as soon as week 8 was over, and then only coming back now to talk about it and deal with the repercussions of my actions. Funny thing, whenever I came in here, and Rasputin was talking about how Aramis had broken through, I felt guilty for a second. I was like, well, fuck. Could I have prevented this by actually playing? And I realized, no, I couldn't have. It was just a story thing. But still, you know, like, it felt like I had kind of done something wrong. Like, well, I had completely avoided my responsibilities, slacked off and played Warframe, and I come back and everything's gone to shit in my absence, you know? No, think about it, it's kind of how every seasonal story goes. You play for a week, you leave for the rest of the week, or maybe you grind your ass off doing unrelated activities, and you come back the next week, and everything's back to shit. But, in any case, I realize that I've looped right back around to where we began. season of the Seraph. I realize just now that, well, actually no, not just now, I've known this for a while. Story deaths, usually don't hit me that hard. I think one of the times that really bit me in the ass was, God, 4th of July when I went to go see Top Gun with my family and my little sister was crying a lot. I felt like I had a knee-jerk reaction and called her a little bitch for crying. Which, after a lot of thinking, I realized, holy fucking shit, I'm an asshole. And we had a discussion, for the most part, repaired things, but I realized a couple of things about myself there. But that's just another instance of my reaction to media not exactly being as emotional as it should be. The only time I could even think of actually having an emotional reaction to any form of media was a book that I read around the beginning, maybe middle of high school. Maybe the end of middle school. And it was a historical fiction novel about a World War II Royal Air Force pilot. So, you know, some pretty heavy stuff. But I realize now that, despite how emotional Rasputin's death was portrayed, I realize that it isn't really sad. Depressing, I guess, sure, but nothing was left unfulfilled. He grew as a person because of it in his final moments. The valiant, noble sacrifice to save humanity. Probably the best death a fictional character could ask for. I guess what I'm trying to say is something I don't know how to put into words. Trying to think about it. I just realized I'm standing next to a corpse. And I should not be laughing about that. That's not a normal human reaction. But oh well. Point stands. Now we wait. We wait 2 weeks. Which might be spent doing nothing. It might be spent getting the 50 drones and getting the dog in here. But there's really no point because the dog's gonna be at the tower anyways. Whenever Lightfall drops. Because this entire place is gonna get wiped. Or nuked from orbit. Who knows? Or nuked in orbit. Words. Either way, or any way that it ends up going, kind of a sense of, not helplessness, but lack of any way to move forward. Maybe that's the point. Because, well, in the game, the people of the last city sure as fuck feel that way. They just saw their god ascend into the heavens. And that doesn't happen every so often. Over the 6 years that Destiny has been... 6? Year 5? Lightfall will be year 6 of D2. Because there's year 1, which is Red Walkers of Cyrus Warmind. Year 2, Forsaken. Year 3 is Shadowkeep. Year 4, Beyond Light. Year 5, Witch Queen. Yeah, year 6. And then there's year 1 of D1, which is Launch, House of Wolves, and Dark Below. And then Taken King. And then Rise of Iron. So that's 3 years, so almost 9, 10 years. You know, you could probably count on one hand the amount of times the Traveler's actually done anything. There's it breaking its cage in the Red War. There's it doing the pulse in right before Beyond Light at the end of Arrivals. There's what it did just then. That's 3. I don't know if it did anything in D1. I'm gonna be honest. So yeah, one hand, 3. And because of that, the people in this game, from a narrative perspective, probably are freaking the fuck out. Yeah. Hold on. How do your legs work? 1, 2, 3, 4. Anyways, ignore that little distraction. I was looking at the Yellow Jackets and being like, hold on, how many leg segments do they have? Because these guys have 1, 2, 4 leg segments. Watch. You're gonna move your foot? Yeah. Meh. Anyways. Distracted. They really need to stop wiggling that corpse. Right. Well. At this point, there are 2 things here, one of which is a horse that I've been continuously beating for the past hour. But like I was saying, I feel like there's nothing really left to do. And that's okay. I don't expect there to always be something to do in this game. And technically there is stuff to do, it's just I can't really do it, because I don't have a fire team, and I don't have the personal capability of running shit. What? Hold on, what? Install Warmind node, what? What? Huh, something to do. I just randomly fell back here and boom, Warmind nodes apparently. Is there anything to do over here? No. I completely lost my train of thought there. The random diamond nubbins have distracted me. anyways. Now I want to look around and... Yeah. I wonder, are there any other spots that I can do this in? Not seeing any. Maybe over here? Damn it, the hell, tired. Right. Well, as I said, I think I'm just awaiting the inevitable. I think soon it's time to cut stream. I'm sorry about the whole rambling rants that I went on for almost an hour, maybe longer than an hour actually. Oh, good. Yeah. But, anyways, yeah. I'll probably do a write-up of this and post it either on Twitter or in the Patreon or Discord, either way. Vocally, that's all I really have to say. Thank you all for tuning in. I'll see you guys next episode, whenever that happens to be. Either 2 weeks away when Nightfall launches, or maybe sooner. Playing Warframe, or whatever the fuck. I haven't been playing minigames on my PC, because I'm frankly afraid to. The thing is slowing down and making a couple of weird noises, and... well, I'd rather not piss off the Elder God, so... at most, I'll do collaborative canvases with the Discord. I mean, maybe try to play more Pack of Heresy. Though that's probably not helping my problems. Anyways. We'll see you all next time. Have a good night. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your partners this Valentine's Day. And if you don't have a partner, well, that's okay. You don't have to. Have a good one regardless.